Hello everyone. Today we have a new topic, that is Saguna rice technique. Okay, actually, this technique is very important in the current scenario because most of the time, when we are speaking about the agricultural practices, what we are often complaining is that most of the farmers are doing same kind of crops on their field. Okay, by that they are losing the fertility of that particular area. Okay, if we are cultivating rice for a continuous period of time or longer period of time, or we are cultivating wheat or cotton or something, some kind of crops in a land or agricultural area for a long period of time, the fertility of that soil will be lost gradually. Okay, so often almost all the researchers or the experts are suggesting that we should do crop rotation. Okay, if we are cultivating rice during one season, another season we have to cultivate another type of crops like pea plants or some kind of vegetables like that. Okay, so that is the proper method of cultivation. That is, we have to rotate the crops in an area, then only the fertility of that soil will be preserved. Okay, usually we will be cultivating pea plants because they are the nitrogen fixers. Okay, so once if we are cultivating one particular type of crops, and another season we will be using another type of crops. Okay, so that is good for the agriculture. So likewise, in this particular technique, that is Saguna rice technique, we have similar kind of practice. Okay, this is a new technique developed by some people in the Maharashtra. This type of farming is followed at present in Maharashtra. Okay, what they are doing is that they will be creating a raised platform. Okay, and in that raised platform they will cultivate some kind of crops. Okay, if this is the field, this is one raised platform, another one is this one, another one is this one. Okay, likewise they will be making a raised platform, and on that they will be cultivating some kind of crops, for example rice. Okay, in this particular technique they are cultivating rice. Okay, as that is why this technique is known as Saguna rice technique. Okay, so once for one season they will be cultivating rice, and once they have harvested the rice after the complete grown up period, then they will not completely till the place. Okay, what usually we are doing is that we will be harvesting rice from the field, and after that there will be small leftovers on the field. Am I right? If this is a big rice plant and they have harvested, they will be cutting from here. Okay, so we will be having a small leftover like this over that place. Okay, so what usually does is that the farmers will be tilling this place. Okay, the whole place will be undergoing tilling, and they will till this place, and all these small leftovers will get mixed in the soil thoroughly. Okay, this is a time consuming process, as well as they have to put investment for the tilling as well as the expenses given for the people who are doing the tilling. Okay, so this is bit costly process as well as time consuming process. Okay, so what our farmers are doing was, usually what they are doing is they will be tilling or plowing these places to mix all these leftovers in the field after the harvest. Okay, so that is what is we used to practice. But in this particular technique, what they are suggesting is that there is no need of plowing or puddling or tilling, or in case we can say that there is zero tilling. Once we harvested the crop, what we are doing is that I told you that we are planting this on a raised platform. Okay, So here after harvesting there will be small leftovers on the place. Okay, and on this raised platform they will be making small holes or depressions. Okay, they will be making small holes on this leftover or harvested leftovers. Okay, so in these holes they will be planting some other crops. Okay, that can be pea or some other vegetables. Okay, like brinjal, tomato, likewise, or pea plants. Likewise they can plant some other different type of crops in this field. So by this what they are doing is that this is a kind of diversification of crops. In the first season what they did is they cultivated rice, and in the coming season they will be cultivating a different kind of plant. Okay, and after that time they will definitely harvest that yield also. Okay, so the main benefit of this type of Saguna technique is that it will prevent soil erosion, because here in this practice we are not doing any kind of loosening of the soil. Okay, so usually soil erosion happens when the soil is loose. Okay, we will till or plow the land, so that soil will be loose. So when the next irrigation or rain comes, the loose soil will undergo erosion. Okay, that is what happens in soil erosion. But in this case we are not tilling the soil, hence even though if rain is coming or some other irrigation practice we are doing, there will not be any kind of soil erosion. Okay, so that is the first advantage, that is it will not cause soil erosion, or we can say that it will prevent soil erosion. Another point is that moisture retention. Okay, because here the humus and all those things will be kept in that place. Okay, so there will be moisture retention. Usually what happens is that if we are tilling all those places, all the soil will get loosened and get exposed to the sunlight and become dry, and also that will hold less amount of moisture in that soil. Okay, but here the moisture will be retained in the soil, so we don't have, or there is no need of external irrigation. Okay, or even if needed, the amount of irrigation needed will be less compared to the earlier. Okay, then another point is that fertility will be increased. Okay, because we are having the leftover parts in the soil, and also that will get degraded and will become a part of the soil. Okay, so the fertility of the soil also will increases from this leftover rice plant parts. Okay, then another point is that there is no need of early burning or stubble burning. Actually we know stubble burning is a big problem in the present area or present time, because this is causing a lot of pollution problem in the Delhi city. Because in Delhi what happens is that it has highly cultivated states like Punjab and Haryana in the surrounding, and when there is harvesting going on in these two states, after the harvesting they will burn all the leftovers in the field in order to prepare for the next season. Okay, so the stubble burning is a common practice in states like Punjab and Haryana, but the impact of this stubble burning is mainly for Delhi. The people who are living in the state of Delhi or Union Territory of Delhi will be having kind of suffocation because of this carbon dioxide emission from the neighboring states like Punjab and Haryana. Okay, so this is a big problem for the Union Territory Delhi, and many experts are trying the best method to prevent this stubble burning in these kind of agricultural states. Okay, so here we can see that this technique or Saguna rice technique is one of the best method for avoiding this stubble burning, because here we don't have to depend on the practices like stubble burning, because we are no longer removing these leftovers. We are just keeping all these leftovers in the field itself, and that will be utilized by the next rotation crops as its nutrient. Okay, so here what we are using is that here we are not causing any stubble burning, so this is definitely reducing pollution. Okay, okay. And also another point is that in this type of technique, that is in this Saguna rice technique, we are using crop rotation. Okay, so after the harvesting of rice, in the next season suddenly we are cultivating the another set of crops like vegetables. Okay, so definitely it is another additional income for the farmers. Okay, so they will be getting the income from the rice cultivation as well as the next rotation, that is next season of crops also will be providing a reasonable income for them. Okay, so earlier what they used to do is that they will be cultivating only one type of crop. If they are cultivating rice, definitely they will be continuously cultivating rice only. Okay, so now they have an intermittent crops to cultivate between this rice seasons. Okay, so they will be getting an additional earning other than the money that they are getting out of this rice cultivation. Okay, so altogether we can see that this is a very good technique, that is Saguna rice technique, because altogether this is very advantageous for the farmers, both in terms of pollution reduction as well as their cost effectiveness, and also in terms of their remuneration or income. Okay, so this is regarding the Saguna rice technique. That's all. Thank you.